Michael. How are you? It's almost July. Can you believe this? That this year, especially this year, every year as I get older, year by year, I feel that the time is passing so rapidly. I can't even catch up with, like physically, I can't even catch up with the time. That's actually a very true statement. But today I wanna share what my experience that I had this month, the month of June 2018. I feel the need to share. I don't know whoever listening to this video, the experience that I had this month, and I'm going to share. It's not to try to instill fear in you. I don't mean to distribute any negative messages, but the very tangible, real experience that I had to go through for the first time in my life. Not actually first time, but let's see, I've had many scary experiences, spiritual experiences when I was a lot younger back in Japan. I've had so many experiences that I could even make movies. When I was a teenager and I was going toward like 20s and maybe ending of my 20s. And after I turned about 30 years old, I think my energy shifted. My entire life shifted, and I no longer encounter such phenomenon, scary experiences. So now the experience I had very recently, it has to do with the energies and around the spiritual communities. People are talking about negative entities, reptilian energies, reptilian shapeshifters, Illuminatis, Anunnakis, Greys, the Archons, you name it, all kinds of beings or the groups, entities that have been playing like a shadow in the dark, in the role of a shadow or the dark, in a missing light. And I have been aware of those stories, but not in my own life that I really tangibly experienced anything like that, psychic attack and negative entity possessions, walking, spirit possessions or walkings or alien implants. So people all have been talking about implants, negative implants, of etheric implants, and I know that everybody here on this planet Earth, as a human, we've had those programmings, negative programmings, or so-called implants, mind controls. Everybody have had that. Who wouldn't have that, right? But I was always skeptical, or at least not in my reality, so-called reality, that I would be the target. I would be the, I, I, I'm not going to be affected by those negative entities because my vibration is high. I am working for the, for the humanity. I am the light, being of light and love. I'm vibrating so high. I have a higher self, all my guide spirits, powerful guide spirits. I'm divinely protected. So I was kind of skeptical what people are talking about. Entities jumping on you and attached to you, and they are gonna manipulate you, anything like that. Like entity, disembodied spirits are gonna jump onto somebody who are drunk, under the influence of drugs. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so, but anyhow, so basically, yeah, a lot of people who are so anxiously waiting for this event to come, the ascension waves to hit the earth, and we are gonna shift from this 3D to 5D. We are gonna exit this matrix once for and for all. A lot of people are so anxiously waiting for the event, right? And I also hear, and I do feel that if you are too anxious, you are too like, you are only like looking forward for the event, waiting for the event, that means you are really not here. You are not living your life. You are not grounded. People even say, do not ground on the 3D earth anymore. You have to ground in the 5D earth. But yeah, I might have been one of them, I don't know. Maybe not, because I enjoy every day now. I'm so enjoying my life every day now in this 3D. But so yeah, anyhow, what I was gonna say is that people, spiritual people, those new agers, people who are so anxiously waiting, they are not really here, they are not grounded. Those are gonna be also one of the targets of by reptilian entities, archons, the negative entities, the dark forces. And people are saying like, oh, I was hit by ascension wave, I was hit by this energy, massive energy, and I have a headache, I have ascension flu. And that, ascension flu, the symptoms of ascension, and then those entities can take advantage of that feeling, that illness, that ill feelings, and they throw at you like implants and negative mind control, programming, entity attachment. You can't tell whether it's an entity effect of entity attachment or implants, negative implants, or really ascension wave, ascension energy. You can't tell most of the time when you are really sick in bed, you are not feeling well, you are running the 104-degree fever, you have a massive headache, you can't really think well, think clear, right? So that's why we have to really come back to the earth and ground our own 2 feet on the ground, Mother Earth, and forget about the date, forget about the event. What I experienced, that I got sick. I was hit by energy, and I was sick, not feeling well, having a little bit of like hot flashes, running fevers, headache. It started with mild headache and feeling of like hot flashes. And then I need to take it easy. This must be a solar energy, solar wave. And usually I always say in this in my videos, I am super healthy, super healthy. I've never knocked on the door of any doctors, except when I had a child, when I gave a birth, or a dentist. I don't need to have any prescription medications. I don't even take a headache pill, aspirins or anything. Super healthy, and I usually not get knocked down on bed, but this time I kind of decided I have to take it easy. I have to be in bed, and then I'm not going to share in detail in this video, but maybe one day I will. But usually when I'm feeling not myself, I just I get over with it within a day or two at the most, longest. But this time that was not the case. I was getting sicker and sicker. My sickness, my ill feelings lasted about 6-7 days straight, and I was getting really sicker and sicker. And I was communicating with a friend of mine via text messages, social networking apps, and I was told by this friend that she was receiving divine messages for me. Divine messages came for you through me. Divine message, here is your divine message. Divine wants you to do this. Divine is telling you this. Divine is ordering this. This is a divine order. I was written by automatic writings. So divine wants you to do this. Divine wants you to quit this. You no longer have to do this. It's time for you to retire. You are burned out. You are overworked. There is not much you need to do. Divine one is congratulating you. You can take rest. Do whatever you like to do the rest of your life. You don't have to work so hard anymore. You don't have to make any videos anymore. Those messages were delivered periodically from a friend of mine. And then also I was told that if you don't quit whatever you are doing right now, you are gonna get sick. You're gonna be on bed for days if you don't quit immediately. That was the start, right before I was actually literally knocked down. And one day finally I was so sick. I couldn't really function. My head was so hurting. My head was hurting. I was sweating. My entire face was on fire. My body was on fire, running fever, chills, those kind of feeling. I couldn't walk out. I couldn't go shopping. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't make videos. I couldn't publish videos or anything. And one day, finally, when I was told that I don't have to make videos anymore, you can retire, then I instantly, everything came to me from my higher guidance. Stop that right then, right now. It is not divine from that higher dimensional guidance. It is not divine guidance. It is rather lower dimensional guidances that you've been manipulated, you've been mind controlled. And then boom, when I received the messages, I instantly woke up from long dreams, years of dreams, dream state. And then there is another sequel story I like to share, but it's 15 minutes, past 15 minutes, I'm going to stop this video. But basically what I had was the implants from reptilian entities, reptilian energies. Reptilian energetic implants were thrown at me via text messages and the social networking, internet, basically internet. So it was attached to, implant was attached to my head and attached to my face and controlling me, not being able to think clearly and function. I was not in my own thoughts, my own mind. Everything that I was told, I literally took it as a truth, my truth. And I was controlled, even being on bed for days, getting sicker and sicker. That was all mind control and the implants. And then this friend of mine, she was not aware of it. A lot of people been used, those reptilian energies, reptilian beings, they manipulate other beings to manipulate other beings. Like they use people, and they use us to manipulate each others. And then they give false guidances, pretending like they are from galactic councils, higher dimensional beings, higher dimensional alien beings, ascended masters. And they tell those channelers receiving false guidances that you are chosen one. You are going to save the earth. You are going to save the individual, save her or save him, or support him or support her, or save humanity, save the planet Earth. You are the one chosen one. This is the true, real stories. My case was not the only one. I've witnessed it, I've heard, I've received messages from my viewers. This has been happening everywhere in the world, because right now the last struggles, those dark forces that playing the role of dark forces, they are struggling. They know what's going on, and they haven't been able to choose the light. They haven't been able to decided to go back to the source, and they are still struggling, trying to fight back. So it's not because my vibration was low. They are targeting light workers, channelers, healers via internet, those any social networking services or actual communications. You don't have to go to strip clubs. You don't have to go to drinking bars to be affected, to be infected, to be attached the implants. Those are happening in the chat rooms, Skype, emails, internet. So, but this is my opinion. Normally, back then, years ago, those entities might attach to an individual for years, many years, many months. But it's not the case anymore. Not only me, for most of the people, everybody, I guess, especially you who are watching this video, these type of videos. So we are raising our vibrations, and the entire planet Earth vibration is so high, vibrating so high. Those entities try their best to still survive, taking, sucking our energy out, our life force out, but we don't match vibrations. Vibrations don't match, so they are naturally dropped, naturally dying out, naturally getting smaller and smaller, and then they just being dropped of us. So to me, I had the help of my friend healer friend Dan. So he helped me at removing those attachments, and instantly, at the sight, I became perfectly normal, completely healed. And right after that, I could feel like I can dance, I can jump and up and down around the entire neighborhood. 12 o'clock, after 12 midnight, I felt like finally came back to myself after a whole week of being ill and not myself. So anyway, so these, and I just wanted to share what I experienced, and I was one of the targets because I'm distributing these messages of light and love and hopes and dreams. I'm a light worker. I'm a messenger of love and light. So people, I also hear those light workers are especially being targeted because they don't want us to ascend. They don't want us to be awakened. But because of our genuine, vibration of love, vibration, the light, always like a vibration of love and light, it's stronger than anything else. So those negative forces, negative entities, attachment cannot be, stick around for so long. And false guidances, those channelers who are receiving false guidances, I just want to say, so many people are starting to channel. Right now, especially we are opening our third eyes and activating kundalinis. If you have been channeling some type of beings, higher dimensional beings, galactic councils or angels, and then I just want to say, whoever you are channeling or you are going to channel, you are going to be contacted. If these beings makes orders, tells you what to do, they tell you what to do, or they tell you to tell that somebody or a group of people or the humanity to do what to do, or any messages that try to manipulate, try to control, or try to wipe out your confidence or wipe out your energies, or makes you feel uneasy or sad or confused, those are not from higher dimensional beings. Those are not from divine messages. Divine loves you. Divine loves us unconditionally, regardless of what choices you make, what decisions you make, which path you have chosen, dark or light. Doesn't matter. They just say, they just love you, and they have given us free wills. From source's eyes, from the eyes, God's eyes, even the beings who are playing the dark, shadow roles, and the light, role of light, from God's eye, he, she, whoever, God loves us equally. We are all loved. We are never judged. If you feel that channeling messages are kind of tainted of a little bit of judgment, or tell you what to do, or tell you to tell her or him or somebody what to do, think again and ask the beings, ask the angel, galactic members 3 times. Are you a being from the light and love, and you are working with for me for my highest good? I ask you again, are you from the being of light and love? Are you from a realm of divine love and light, working for me or on behalf of humanity and on behalf of myself for the highest good of all? 3 times, and you should know if you should continuously channel the being or not. It is your free choice, free will. God loves you regardless. Let's keep raising our vibrations, and anything that is not from the highest good or love and light, just lovingly with compassion and the forgiveness, release them and send them back to the source, to the light, or it's their will, their own free will. If they wanna still struggle, they wanna still fight back, and tell them to go elsewhere, not in your field. You put the shield and then send them back from wherever they came from. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you in the next video. Namaste.